Hey folks, it's Cortezerino. Where do you think we are? You could probably tell by the red haze at the end of the hallway. We're making nether tunnels. So I've been starting so many projects recently that I just thought, well, I better finish a few. And the tunnel to my portal was very, very lacking. It was bare netherrack. So this is the entrance to my little abode at the moment. I've got to fix up the entrance here a little bit. But all season I've been thinking I want to do a nether tunnel that looks like the inside of a mansion. And it doesn't really look much like the inside of a mansion yet. I've got to do some things on the walls, maybe a few paintings, bookcases, stuff like that. But I think this is a really good start, and I'm finally using some of the new 1.13 materials. Wood in the nether is a little bit weird, but I think it's coming together. I might have actually gone a little bit overboard in trying to use the new stripped bark and new trapdoors. I've seemed to have just gone for completely new materials here. But no, I think it's coming along well. We've got the fire tick turned off, so I don't have to worry about the entire tunnel burning down. But I know everybody is going nuts about the new spruce trapdoor. I don't see what all the fuss is. The dark oak is by far my favourite. I think it looks fantastic. But anyway, let's get my hotbar going. We have got a few more things to do. I'm not nearly done. Here's the entrance to my little tunnel. I'm playing around with a few ideas. That looks pretty horrible. We've got to figure out something a bit better for this. And it also comes down to a few more things. We've got the entrance to a fortress. There's not a whole lot going on here, but if you want to run around and get some wither skeleton skulls, this is a good place to go. I'm probably going to put up some iron doors here or something to stop the blaze burning my carpet. And that goes off to a slime farm and a, what do you call them, creeper farm? I was about to call it a gunpowder farm. I guess it is a gunpowder farm. And then all the way down the end here. Oh no, that is not good. I thought I didn't have any spawning spaces here. What's going on? You're going to burn my carpet. What is the light level? He shouldn't spawn in here. I thought they needed 7 or below, or maybe it's 9 or below. He shouldn't have spawned in here, unless he spawned over here somewhere and made his way up. That's not good. I've got some spawning issues to deal with. But anyway, down here, and I've changed up the design of this part of the tunnel a little bit. We've got the Blaze Farm entrance. So I've got to figure out something a little bit cooler for the entrance here because he's got this big, crazy, spooky looking door. I can't go straight from my nice passage into the spooky room. That's why I've started spookifying it a little bit here. And then down this way is my new Guardian farm. So lots and lots going on in this nether tunnel, and I've got to get it all fixed up and ready to go. And it's not exactly even. Like I've got these pillars at odd sort of intervals. Like they're every second one there, but then we go up here. We've got a double one right where my entrance is. I'm trying to just mix it up a little bit so it's not just the same old thing over and over. And I've had to put carpet off to the edges to show where other tunnels are. Otherwise you will just sprint straight past it and not even see. And just under here, I'm not sure if it makes a huge difference, but I've got blue ice. So when you're right in the middle of the carpet here, it feels like I'm moving faster. But I'm not 100% sure. But something happened. Something terrible happened. Where is it? Number of deaths is in here somewhere. Is it in here? Let me find it. Well, this was the easy way to find it. I just looked for the number 2. I died again, and it was in an equally pathetic manner as my first death that I died from fall damage. This one was a male multitasking fail. I was right here digging a bit of netherrack, and I've got 2 computer screens, so I was watching people's YouTube videos on the other one. And I dug a little bit, and at that exact moment, a video finished. So I looked to my other screen and started opening up another video. And the next thing I knew, I was swimming in lava. I'd knocked into a bit, and I managed to get out. I saved all my gear, but I just burnt to death. If I had only had fire resistance, I would have been fine. And I actually thought about getting a potion, but I thought, I can't be bothered going all the way back to the base. So that's what we're going to do right now. I think what I want to do is when I come through my portal, I want to see a little brewing area right here for fire resistance. So if I think, actually, I probably need one of them, I can grab it and not have to think, I can't be bothered going back to the base. So let me clear this out of the way and we will build something. So I have done potion brewers before, but they've always been my own designs and I didn't really know what other people were designing. But I wanted to do my sort of simple design here, which I love to have all the droppers that contain the ingredients right at the front, so you can just fill them up and see when they're emptying out. But I wanted to go a bit more fancy, and I've never done the ones that automatically knows when the potions are done and puts them into the chest and then reloads the brewing stand ready for next time. So I wanted to do that. So I sort of had to figure out how to do that, and I played around on creative for a little bit. So we're going to do a classic sort of Cortez design, and then we're going to try and add a bit to get it to work. So what I like to do is we put the brewing stand right there, and we'll throw a double chest, and that way we can put in water bottles and blaze powder from there. But coming down, these things are impossible to place. Why won't you place? What's going on? Why won't you let me place one directly above you? Do I have to aim at the base? I do. I have to aim at the base. Okay. We are getting there. What I like to do is have, and because I'm making fire resistance, I only need 3 droppers. We will have, and I've made it a bit hard to place, 1 dropper right there, and 2 more on top, and we just have the hoppers leading straight down, so that's nice and easy. And we will put a button right in the middle. I might switch that out for a wooden button later so people can see it. But you just have your 3 ingredients there, press the button, they all go into the hoppers in order and will feed down. So that's the way I've always done it. But now I want to figure out how to get the water bottles into here. And I've already figured it out. So I will just build a little item sorter type thing. So the way they do it is they have some items up the top here, 22 items that will not flow into a potion brewer. And then as soon as we hit a button and items start flowing in, we're going to get another one in the front here. And this comparator is going to put out a signal strength of 2 through here and lock this hopper. So the water bottles will all stay in place. And then what they do is you start with a piece of nether wart in there. And then the last ingredient that comes in every time is nether wart. So at the very end, you'll have a piece of nether wart sitting there, but when it flows into the brewing stand, there won't be the extra item there. This will unlock the hopper, all the water bottles will flow in here, and your piece of nether wart is left all by himself waiting for the next round of water bottles to come in. So that's pretty cool. Then all you have to do is keep this hopper underneath our water bottles locked and only unlock it for enough time when this thing is resetting to let 3 more water bottles in. And my first solution for that was, that's pretty easy. I'll just put a torch here, block on top. So that torch is powering the block next to the hopper, keeping that locked. And then when this repeater lights up at the end, it'll unlock that and let more things in. But it was too much of a delay. One thing I found when I first graduated from beginner redstone and knew how to power things on and off, I used to watch other people's designs and think, okay, what I'll do is I'll watch them build their thing, understand how it works, and then try and build it my own way in a different way, and that's how I'm going to learn redstone. And I would always fail because I did not realize that redstone torches added delay. So it's adding just as much delay as that repeater over there. I'll give you an example. Where's my redstone chest? So I'll show you with an observer block. So you would think if we update this observer block, it's going to power that block and turn off the torch. But look at this. Nope, torch did not respond. And if we put a redstone lamp on top, is it going to power the lamp? Nope, nothing's happening. Because of the delay in the torch, by the time, because the observer block's so quick with its little power surge there, by the time it's ready, this torch is ready to turn off, the power's already gone because of that little bit of delay. I think this is different in Bedrock though. I think that observer will turn off the torch in Bedrock. It's the worst thing that ever happened to Minecraft, that they made redstone work differently if you're playing on the console or if you're playing on the PC. That means I've lost half my audience. The second I do a redstone tutorial, it's not going to work for half the people. I think that's terrible. They should fix that. But anyway, what I was finding with this is 4 bottles were coming in. So I'd get 3 into here, and then it was leaving that unlocked just long enough for a 4th bottle to flow through, and that was no good. So I just tried taking off 1 tick of delay, and because we've got 1 tick there with the torch, we've got another tick there with the repeater. So what I did is just bypassed the repeater. So I put the torch here instead because that dust is going to turn it off. And I will not put redstone on netherrack. That is a horrible idea. So how did I decide to do it? Did I just do it like this? I think I did. Boom, bit of dust straight in that hopper. And that was a good enough delay. So let's load this up and maybe I can show you a bit better. Brought some water bottles. And I've got no blaze powder, but luckily just down here we have a blaze farm, so give me a moment. And that was lucky. I was doing some smelting over there earlier, so I already had blaze rods ready to go. So we put our water bottles in here. They're not in the hopper yet. They're waiting to go in, but the blaze powder can go into the same area. So we'll load up the brewing stand first. And I think we put the blaze powder just in one of the slots there. So every time we run out a little bit, it will go in. And then we want to put the nether wart last. So have I got one ready to go in there? I do. So I put the nether wart as the last ingredient to go in. The middle ingredient will actually be the bottom dropper. We're just making fire resistance. That's a magma cream and redstone to lengthen it in there. And we might as well throw in a bunch more of this blaze powder. We'll just load that up there. Alright, the redstone is nearly done. So as soon as the nether wart ends up in here, all the hoppers are going to lock and unlock and do whatever they do. So boom, they empty. The new bottles don't go in yet. That's right, they go in right at the beginning. Okay, we are good to go, I think. Yes, that's right. When we press the button, that's when the new water bottles appear. There they go, and they're all sitting there. Cool, so the idea is I can just walk in here. Oh yes, I need fire resistance. Take 1. If it's looking a bit low, I can just push the button to brew some more and run away and let it brew all by itself. Cool. So now I just have to... I don't know what I'm going to put above that chest so I can still open it. We'll figure that out later. Okay, just trying to cover it up so we can't see any dodgy looking netherrack from the front. So putting a stair there so it doesn't cut off our dust. Yeah, that's not too bad. Alright, that looks a lot better. We can't see any of the nastiness. And I've put a few little signs up here to remind me what goes where. I wonder if I could have put that item frame right where the button is. I probably could have, but then it would have looked a little bit dodgy. And let's put a wooden button back. Can you make buttons out of that? Well, you can make planks out of that. That's pretty cool. Didn't know that. Oh no, now it's a goofy coloured button. Oh well, maybe we'll change that to a different coloured wood later. And let's just make sure I haven't destroyed any redstone while doing that. I think everything looks just fine. Okay, let's keep one of these in my hotbar while we keep working here. Maybe that's too many item frames. It looks a little bit dodgy. I don't know. I'll stare at it for a while. We might clean it up and make it look a bit sleeker. And anyway, that is cool. That is cool. So I've got a bit more work to do. We've got to do some more on the entrance down there. I've got to do my little bit of tunnel here. But the bit I'm looking forward to the most, I think, is this little tunnel off to the Guardian farm. I think it's a fair way. So I think what I want to go for is one of those things where you've got the roof really low, the ice on the ground, and you can do the tiny little jumps and move really quick. I think that'd be cool. We will do that. So I won't be doing a tutorial or anything for this design, but I thought I might show it to you in an area where you can actually get a good look at it, just in case anyone wanted to build it. I honestly don't know if this is a good potion brewing design or not. I really like it, but I just haven't done that much research into them. There could be smaller ones, but you know what? This is pretty much all I would ever need, I think, because I almost only use fire resistance, so I would never have to change the ingredients. If I ever did want to brew something else up, I could just replace the ingredients in the droppers. Yep, anyway, that is it. Let's get back to the server. So the mystery of the blaze spawning has been solved. They will spawn in light levels of 11 or less. So that just meant I had to add a whole bunch more sea lanterns. Not everywhere, but I just figured out the pattern I needed to place them. So all of the light levels up in these edges were at 12. And I haven't done all the decorations on the sides that I was sort of planning to, like little bookcases and flower pots and things. I'm just looking at the length of the tunnel and I've been working on it for so long. I really don't feel like doing all of that. And I think it looks okay. So I may leave the entrance looking like this for the time being, because like I said, I'm kind of sick of working on it. But this is how I am signposting the thing. I've just named the items in the item frames so people can come along and go, oh yeah, all of this is out there. I need a creeper head, because there is a creeper farm down there, but that could be a fun project, trying to get a creeper head. So this is all complete now. Little signs here at the different portals to say what's what. Still got to clean up my shulker boxes. Yes, that hasn't changed. Aha! I have finished the little entrance to my tunnel. I figured I'd put some nether wart here just so I can refill that, although I don't think I'm ever going to run out. So yeah, got some nice redstone lamps up the top, trapdoors here. I think it looks alright. It's a very different design. Well, it's very similar to the design of the main hallway here, but it's just a little bit different. I might get rid of these banners at the front. And we got a little sign. I haven't got any Cortezerino heads because no one has killed me and I don't want them to, so I'm just using villager heads because I've got my big villager trading hall. So this is all done now. I moved this staircase over a bit. I'm going to leave that as netherrack. I'm not decorating all the way up to there. That's a long passage. So that is where the slime farm is and the creeper farm. I got a creeper head here. I stole that from someone else's base. See, that's actually another person, or two people's base in that direction, and they built the farms. But when we started this season of the Diamond Society, we got a whole bunch of new members from the old Viva for Vanilla server. That server wasn't running anymore, and so a lot of their members came over to us. But when the aquatic update came out, they decided to start up again. So unfortunately, we lost the majority of those guys. They went back to the other server, which is understandable. Didn't lose all of them, but lost the majority of them. But we have claimed their base. Well, I have claimed their base as the slime farm and the creeper farm. And they had the creeper head. I don't know how they got it, because you can't get a creeper head with our head drops that we've got going, because you could already get creeper heads by exploding them with charged creepers. So skeletons and zombies are the same. You can't kill them to get their head. You need to use a charged creeper. So I'm going to have to go whip out a trident with some channeling and try and get one more creeper head for the entrance of the passage. And we've got the fortress here. I've just decorated the entrance a little bit. Once you get through the door, though, there's pretty much nothing here, but it's a bit ugly. I'm not going to decorate this side, but that's all done. And we continue onwards. And we'll check out the blaze farm first. So I've got 2 little blaze heads. And I've sort of melded the entrance here with my tunnel. And I don't mind using netherrack as decoration blocks. I think it makes a good transition from one tunnel to the other here. And I've just sort of bled some of the ingredients he's been using into the tunnel just a little way. I put up one painting here. I got cool funky paintings, by the way. I just figured I needed something to look at as I came up here, but for all I know, the other guy's using different texture packs. That Mona Lisa could be a horrible looking painting, so I may not keep that there. And this way will take us to the roundabout way of getting to the mesa. And we've got the Guardian farm down here. And I originally, so I've got the ice. Oh, that's coming up the wrong way. Got the ice, the blue ice underneath the trapdoors, so we can do our fast little jumpy thing. It's not super fast, but it's better than it was before. It was taking forever. And originally I just had a tiny little passageway, but it looked revolting, so I've expanded it out each side a little bit. It looks a little bit better. I feel it may need something else. It's a little bit dull and dreary on the run down here, but yeah, I think it'll do for the time being. And I might just shut up until I get to the end. And here we go. I've done nothing down here. We've just marked that this is the Guardian farm. I haven't done anything here because Griff has his ocean monument base very close to my ocean monument. So he will probably put the entrance somewhere here. So I've got to figure out where before I start decorating this. Otherwise I'll have to undo the whole thing. Alright guys, we are going to leave it here for today. I am very, very tired of building nether tunnels. We're going to think up what we are doing next episode. And I have a feeling that we might be going to the Hanging Gardens of Babylon or not. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So cheers, guys. I'm Cortezerino. I'll see you later.